interview. We're now heading to Ottawa, where we'll be staying for the night just to avoid any unforeseen complications. So yeah, I think we're having some foresight here, don't we? Don't we, love?
Yeah, we're leaving early. It's 9:15, which gives us plenty of time to drop some stuff off and then
hit the road. Neither of me and Maya want to be on the road when it's dark, so. Yo, the roads of Canada. Obviously, the day before our interview, we have to be struck by the insanely. Wow. So we spent the night in Ottawa at family, so that we could get on the road. I'm glad we did, because it was the worst drive I've ever done in my whole life. I was scared I was tense for 3 hours straight of feeling terrified, and both me and Maya drove. She drove the biggest portion and she was amazing. She's Canadian.
It's in her blood, man.
It's in her blood, apparently. So it's funny because we're going to the Swedish embassy with a very Swedish punctual approach. We're there 2 hours before. That's how long we've been waiting for this interview. But so we're ready to go today, and the Jeep is heating up for us. We have to wish all the best to this beautiful woman right here, because she's going for interview today. I'm very proud of you.
I am going for my interview.
How are you feeling?
I'm fine. I'm feeling fine. I think I'm just I gotta put some makeup on. I gotta make sure my hair is cute. And I was reading my shirt. I was like, does this say anything that could be misinterpreted in a certain way? Yeah, that's how.
See, Sweden? She's doing all this for you.
But yeah, I'm excited. I want them to approve this ASAP. Ideally.
Slide it under.
Be like, girl, can you just put the stamp and let us go home already? I don't think there's much of a difference because it's both cold in Sweden and Canada. But at least we have a home, because here we're homeless.
Homeless.
Airbnb.
Jumping. Probably the only ones in Canada at this point. Maybe not.
I mean, it's cute, but it's exhausting and tiring to have to live out of suitcases and boxes of groceries everywhere you go. It's not fun. So hopefully I can go home soon. We can go home soon.
Good luck. I love you.
Greetings. We're in Montreal. This is the crib. Maybe I'll give you a tour. Like the little home tour, that was all Max. Okay, the reason why we're in Montreal is it's so close to Ottawa. So we had to go to Ottawa for the interview. Ottawa's right there, close to Montreal. And then we don't have a home. And it's cheaper in Montreal. Montreal, you can get all this, which is still cheaper than where we were living in Hamilton, which was a fraction of the size of this and not as much daylight. My interview, the recap. So we didn't really film in there, and we didn't really film much because we just wanted to focus. They asked a lot of questions. They asked a lot of questions mainly about my work, what I do for work. It sounds like I'm a drug dealer. And you guys even make comments in the comments below. But you'd be shocked to learn that as someone who has worked in the digital field, digital social media realm for 9 years full time, I have investments in my business and in my online brand. I work with other brands. So they asked a lot of questions about that. They asked questions about Max. It was almost like verifying the information that he wrote down, some of which I didn't get accurate. Well, I did get accurate. They asked me which town was he born in. And I'm like, oh, Christenham. And I said he was raised in Karlstad because that's where I spent time, because that's currently where his mom lives. So I spent time in Karlstad, but he never apparently raised there. So that was a lie. But I got your birthplace right. They asked me about school. What did he study? They asked me to talk a bit about his parents. They asked like where we got married. And again, clearly we got married. I said we got married in this town, but for the life of me, I couldn't remember the name of the church. And if she...
That's fine though. But that's hardcore.
But it was St. Nicholas, and anyways, obviously we got married, and we obviously have photos and guests. So that's like an absent-minded person, me. Yeah, so if they have additional questions, they're gonna either email it to me, or we get a verdict of yes or no. So we're still kind of, I don't wanna say back at square one. We have progressed, but we still don't know when we get to go back to Sweden. That could be, I'm putting out there into the energy fields, March, end of March.
Hey-o.
Which would be Max's birthday. So while we're here in Montreal, we're going to enjoy the outdoors. It is like a winter wonderland. It's so beautiful. Let's take a look. I'm here. Ooh, nice mask.
Hi. Oh, yes. Thank you for the mask.
From Mexico. So we're here in Montreal, and Diana just moved here.
Yep. I moved here on New Year's Eve.
How do you like it?
I love Montreal. I went to school here, just right down there at McGill. It's a beautiful city. It is way more vibes than Toronto. The only thing is, like, apparently the sushi is not as good here, and there's no West Indian food, which are like two things that are like a big part of my diet. But other than that, like, they prioritize fun, which is what I love.
Oh my God, yes. They're out here just jogging.
They're living their lives,
Skiing.
and they're not apologizing for it. I love it here.
Speaking of fun,
Yeah.
look what I got from Home Hardware store. 3 of them.
3.
Oh my.
One for each of us.
Yeah, just follow this thing, it'll take you right there. It'll take you 10 minutes to get to the thing.
Perfect.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
So this one,
Anna, you ready?
I'm so ready.
Pumped?
More ready. I'm born for this.
Well, you're ready for this then. Yeah. Ah, okay. Yo, this is so much fun. We cannot forget about how important it is to keep that child within you, man. Maya got speed! Coffee break.
Okay, so today it's snowing. Max's hair
It's also snowing.
has
It's a
split
mess.
ends. So we're gonna stay indoors and give him a haircut.
Oh, are you just gonna jump right in there?
Yeah. Well, first I'm gonna.
But you have to be like a hairdresser. Ask the gentleman what he wants.
What would you like, sir?
Just loosen it up a little bit.
So Max has curly hair, and we do not sleep with satin pillow sheets, which we should.
We should, right?
Yeah, we should get some.
It's not even that curly now. It's usually curlier.
When he comes out of the wash, it's curlier.
Yeah.
But then you also put it in buns and.
Put it in buns and stuff. Because it's just so thick and like it's in my way all the time. So I just put it in a bun. I should keep it out more.
So we're starting off with a dry cut, and then we graduate our way into a wet cut. I see.
So where did you learn cutting people's hair or your own hair? Have you ever done this before?
What do you mean? I've cut your hair.
Have you?
Yes, in LA.
Oh.
Remember, it was wet, but then when it dried, it looked weird because your curls dried different. You know, the way your hair is when it's dry isn't necessarily the way it is when it's wet. So when I did it wet, I was like, note to self, cut Max's hair when it's dry.
Oh, so you prefer it when it's dry?
Yeah, because it shrinks and changes. We love it here in Montreal.
I am obsessed, like literally. I don't know what it is, but when I was out yesterday, when we were out yesterday, I had this nostalgic feeling of like, this is how a winter should be like.
Yeah.
Because I've been living in the UK for the past 6 years, and you don't really get this kind of winter. It just gets grayer, if that's even possible, and colder. But you don't get snow. You don't get this like pure cold weather, which I actually like. If you have warm clothes, it's fine. Something about the vibe here in Montreal, like what would you say, Maya? It's like more.
They're just very carefree. People are more invested in their healthy lifestyle choices. Like, it was so nice to see seniors skiing with masks on, and like they weren't afraid to offer us help. No. We didn't have our masks on because we're short of breath walking up a mountain, so it's just like, and like you could choke on those masks. But they were just so friendly. It's
been nice to see people out jogging despite the snow hazard. People are skiing on the streets outside. But not just that, it's something about when I go into the groceries as well. Like, grocery shopping for me is like a religion, okay?
Yeah, I
like, Maya needs a list and she needs to be in and out quick. Whereas I don't mind a list actually. Like, she has taught me the efficiency of having a list. Like, but on top of that list, I'm gonna stroll, right? I'm gonna go around, get some inspiration, try new things. I just love it, especially when I'm in a new country. I can be in grocery stores for like, I wouldn't say hours, but a good hour for sure. I know, it's a bit manic, but.
Okay, so the hair is wet. Max has one little curly gray hair. It looks like.
Oh, show me then. I don't believe you.
It looks like it's like.
Pull it off.
Look.
Is that gray hair? I don't believe
gray
you.
Hair.
Probably blonde.
It's like 4C curl. Okay. So I already did dry cut, now I'm doing wet.
Why is all good foods like full of creams? So I'm looking at like cauliflower gratin. Do you say gratin in English?
What's that?
Gratin. Blomkålsgratin. Cauliflower. Why does everything has to be like with loads of cream and milk to make it taste good? I don't want to use cream.
What are you looking to make?
I'm just like I'm thinking about what the things we have at home and then how I can make like, something nice out of it. And we have loads of cauliflower. Oh, maybe I should make a pie. Yo, those pies that we saw.
Yeah.
They look nice.
Yeah. We went to a market.
We went to a market.
our things are, we're out of here. Montreal. You've been great. All these places we've been to have been great. Like you went from
I'm in
sun
love.
to snow.
I'm honestly in love.
Yeah, Max really loves it out here. It is cute out here. As someone who was born in Canada and chased the American dream and was out there for 10 years and now I'm back, I'm like, girl, Canada is not that bad.
No. It's so funny because that's the same exploration I've done in that's what I've realized in Sweden as well, because I was like chasing
the UK dream.
Is that how you call it?
Sure.
Should I go up here?
Yeah, go up there. Montreal, we're so grateful. Thank you so much. And the journey to be continued. How long do I have to wait for this darn Sweden? I don't know.
I mean, you're putting it out there.
Yes. March. So I'll see you in April, Sweden.